Hey everybody, Yami Daniel here, you can call me Yami. So instead of doing a very verbose and talking like as though I knew about game design, I don't. Instead of being a games journalist, I decided to just show off Rome 2 in a video form, like I usually do with everything. Things are happening. This is the latest in the series, and I feel that I would be spending hours upon hours explaining everything to new players rather than just showing it and showing why exactly it's a really good game. I'm gonna skip this shit. S-P-Q-N-R, Q-N-R, Rome! See, I'm saying Q and R, but really, this is just a little lesson. The Q here means and, so it's grammatically incorrect for me to be saying S-P-Q and R. But it's a lot less funny to explain that. Okay, let's do a new campaign. Oh my god, you can play with different cultures. No longer are you just playing under Rome, it seems. Oh my god. And there are factions. There are factions within the cultures that you can choose from. And it seems like they vary in difficulty as well as attributes. I don't know if I want to play as the Gallic bitches. Sparta! So I'm gonna go with the easiest possible faction, and it seems it's between Britannic and Rome. And since Rome is a bigger part of history... Now, which faction do I want? There's so much to choose from. The disdain for the plebes. The plebs. Plebeians? And I do like to tax people. I think I'm gonna go with House of Julia. Because I like that name. It's a nice name. Wow! So how was your day? Going good? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Mine? Oh. Fantastic. I'm just playing video games to show you them. My dog's here. I was a big fan of the first Rome. And I'm a big fan of the series in general. Total War just takes away hours and hours of my life. In fact, if you look at my Steam right now, you'll see that I am not just starting a new game, and everything that I say is me pretending to be playing this for the first time. Yay, it's going. Yay. There are objectives still. It seems now that you're not doing these objectives for the, like, Rome, you know? Like, I guess because you could choose between the different cultures, you don't generally need to just work for Rome. But in my case, I am Rome, so I guess my objectives do have to do with Rome, but whatever. Just explaining things. Let me turn the graphics up. This is weird. So if you don't already have this, you should! If you never played a Total War game, you are literally just the leader of Civilization. In fact, it's a lot like Civilization if you played that. It's a lot like any city building sim, really. You use the keyboard to move around, you use your mouse to move the mouse, and you look at things! This little symbol shows that I could build stuff there. This one too. This one too, and that one too. I can build everywhere! This is my spy. She does, trifling ass bitch stuff. Going around and being a trifling ass bitch. I'm gonna establish a local spy network, which improves the chance of detecting hidden agents and armies in the area. And I got a little naval guy. This is something that's new to Rome, in that the naval people are strictly naval people, which is... That's actually not that good of a thing to me. I don't like that. I like the fact that you... Like, I can send this guy into the ocean. I can do it, though. I can send him into the ocean, and he could turn into a naval ship platoon. But this guy's just generally better at fighting in the ocean, and he can't get on land. Like, I think it's bullshit that if he can get on land, I mean, he can get on water, he should be able to get on land. But let me see. See? No, don't let me. Don't let me. I thought I was wrong. Don't let me. Okay, everything's going insane right now. I need to set the graphics down. Alright, I think we're good to go here. I think we're good to go now. It's really weird. Fraps was just exploding during everything. Anyway, here's my platoon of people, and I think I want to attack Etruscan League early so I could get them while they're down. Murder. I don't think I want to fight any battles on the battlefield, which kind of sucks because in Total War games, if you do auto resolve, you have a higher chance of losing. You're screwed. You're screwed. Now you have like main settlements, and then you got little ones. And now, see, once I took over all 3 of these, I would be able to induct a provincial edict, which would allow me to, like, do something like, I get 4 food. Shit like that is pretty cool, but I'm a very peaceful player, and I don't like taking over a lot of things, and in order for me to just have these, like, I need to take a Syracuse, and I need to take Lily-Biome, and I don't know where those are, and I don't want to piss off someone. So I don't want to take them. Oh look, Roma has that, and I need to take it from the Etruscans. Which is fine, because I hate the Etruscans right now anyway, so I'm already starting shit with them. I might as well end it by taking over both of the settlements. And also you could build within settlements. You're not just stuck to your one city this time. So I'd be able to expand upon that, I'd be able to expand there, and then build even more, and expand there. And also there's culture now, which the culture... They've introduced a culture victory, which is pretty reminiscent of civilization, and I think they also have a technology victory, on top of the world domination victory, which is you taking over everything here on the map. I will never do, because yeah, I'm just a pussy. You could just get generals whenever you want now. It's not like before where you needed to have, like, somebody come up to you and be like, hey, I've proven myself to be really good, can I be a general? Or you can have a son, and once he grows up, say, hey, I'm a general now, that's it, that's how it works. And then from what I've played, you can't have that family tree thing going on, which is really disappointing. And it's not just because I like OTPs and all that shit. I just thought it added more to each character when that character was the father of this character, and then that character grew up to take that character's role, and I always started, like, stories in my head whenever I played these. It made me more attached to the characters, and I think that that's something that's lost when you're just able to go to your city, click raise a fleet, or raise forces, and then you just click here and you have a general, rather than, oh, I'm not famous enough, so I have nobody wanting to be my... It's convenient, because you're able to get a general whenever the hell you want, and your generals are necessary for managing forces. But I just feel that something's lost when you're not just able to wait around and have a son grow old enough to become the general. Like, they're much more expendable right now. Like, I don't care who this guy is. Screw this guy. Here's the technology tree. I can research between military or civil, and the civil one is exactly what you would think. Much more civil things. You're dealing with the economy, you're dealing with philosophy and construction. Whereas military is more management, tactics, and siege. I always go on the civil tree because I just, once again, I like winning the pathetic way. When it comes to the actual on the battlefield stuff, I would show it, but for some reason, Total War games always like to destroy my PC. Let me see if he starts a... Oh, I haven't. See, it gives you a little message when you haven't researched any technology. I'm gonna end the turn even though I'm not doing anything that would be useful. Oh, and another thing that's really funny about this one is that there are so many characters this time around. What does this asshole want? Peace treaty, and he wants me to pay? I'm not gonna pay you, I could destroy you. Why would I pay you? I'm not gonna do that, no. Shut up. And another funny thing about this game is that there are so many different armies this time around. Look at this, it's scrolling through so many. And you just have to wait here until you kill off some of them. So you kill off a good amount where you're not waiting there. And then it gets really annoying when you get farther in the game and they do more things, because right now they couldn't do anything.
Power before Rome.
See, I could auto-resolve this assault, but that means that I'll probably lose. See, it says remaining force is 58%. If I fought this on the battlefield, I'd be fine. But I won, so I'm good. You can still occupy, you can still loot, and you can still raise. He increased in rank! And then you go over here to increase him in rank, and blah blah blah. Who gives a shit, because I don't know who this guy is. Alright, his name's Julius Lebo. I don't know what the fuck he has to do with the Empire. I could initiate diplomacy this way. I obviously can't initiate diplomacy with places that I have not seen yet. Look how big the map is, too. It's kind of ridiculous. You can make trade routes. I have a trade route going on right now with this Syracuse. There's another reason why I should not take over Syracuse, Syracuse. I'm not sure how the culture victory works, because it's not something as clearly defined. I assume it's just a matter of becoming the most cultured civilization in all of civilizations.
Bit of faction.
Shut up. I don't know what any of this means. So it just goes to show you can play this game for hours upon hours and still not have even scratched the surface. So each house has different influence, and my house is reigning supreme right now. I assume after a certain point, the houses will start to want to kill each other, because that's always what happens. See, and each thing will give you, it says on the bottom left, what they give you and how they improve on your civilization. I can build this, but then it requires food, and I need to make sure that the place doesn't go hungry, so I want to get my food up. And you just gotta find the right balance when you're fiddling around with all of these new buildings that you could build. I'd argue that food is actually the most important thing that you need to keep an eye out on, because oh my god, they get so annoying when they're hungry. Ugh. It's like, I'm starving. Just shut up. Let them eat cake. So is Total War Rome 2 for you? Yes. To anybody that likes city building sims, war, military simulation games, games about ancient Rome specifically, and if you're a fan of Total War, of course, you probably already have it, so. And if you're a fan especially of Total War, Rome. Because Rome was the best. But I don't think that Rome 2 is better than Rome 1. Sorry. Even though it's trying more and more to be like Civilization, I feel it's much more simpler to get into. You will sink as many hours as you do with Civilization into Total War Rome 2. Not to mention the battles, which I didn't show, where you just command massive armies and tell them exactly where to go. It plays like an RTS, and if you love the sound of that, I highly recommend it. I have a lot of fun with it, despite not thinking it's the best in the series. And the fact that they took away the children. It pisses me off. I mean, you can still make them get married. Maybe I just haven't gotten to the point. See, that just goes to show. Maybe I just haven't gotten to the point where you could get them married. You could get them having a kid. Because I could arrange a marriage. So will win influence for the weaker party. So he got married, but like, there's no way of me seeing if like there's no tree anymore. There's no family tree anymore showing me if he's gonna have a kid with someone, if he has any children. I do know that they die. They do die of natural causes or by getting killed on the battlefield. But it doesn't actually show anymore, like, who their parents... Okay, I know it's stupid, or I know it's minuscule, but it was one of my favorite things about the Total War series, that, like, I could make a connection between characters, you know? They felt real. Now it's just like, General 1, General 2. Whatever, it's still a good game. I just wanted to show off a small amount of the game, so that anybody that hasn't played it, or is thinking about getting it, hopefully I help sway you in the decision of buying it, because it's freaking great. And just know that I've hardly scratched the surface. There's a lot more to it. I can recruit mercenaries, which are the best, because they're always stronger and they may be more expensive, but they're worth it. And of course, the staple of the series, which is the Battlefield Wars, which actually, ironically and nice to know as well for me, I'm not alone in thinking that my favorite part of Total War has always been the management and the micromanaging, rather than those battlefields or wars, skirmishes. Even though they're really well made, I like them a lot. Whenever I have to do them, it's always auto resolve. Otherwise, it's just they take too long. Okay, they take too long. So yeah, buy this game. That's all I got. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know about Total War. What do you think about Total War? Do you like it? Did you like this one? Do you think it's the best in the series? Or do you think that Rome 1 was better? I think Rome 1 was better. But I still like this one. Oh, and if you haven't played it, let me know why not. Play it. Shut up. Just play it and join the conversation. Jesus.